Here's something a lot of business people and consumers are keeping a close eye on. Congressional leaders and the White House remain at odds this evening as to what to do with the nation's debt. 12 News' Richard Lake reports the impact of a potential debt default could have devastating impacts in Mississippi and beyond.
A breach in the debt ceiling would bring U.S. and global economies to a screeching halt, pause federal spending in the U.S., and likely raise unemployment levels. State economist Corey Miller says Mississippi would be among the worst impacted due to our dependence on federal aid.
We have a lot of low-income people in Mississippi who receive payments from the federal government, Social Security, food stamps, disability, Medicare, Medicaid. All those payments could be delayed.
Mississippi's manufacturing jobs and federal employees could face problems as well.
We rely more heavily on manufacturing in our economy. That would increase the cost of borrowing and make it more difficult for manufacturing firms to raise capital. There are a lot of federal employees in the Vicksburg area because of the Army Corps of Engineers. We would be affected just like every other state in that respect.
As President Biden and Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy have yet to produce an agreement, some have argued that President Biden should invoke Section 4 of the 14th Amendment. Section 4 reads that the validity of the public debt of the United States shall not be questioned and could provide a legal pathway for the president to force the U.S. to pay some of their bills.
If the president says, I'm going to prioritize paying Treasury bills, Social Security, and move some money around and shut down non-essential government operations and defense spending, I just can't see a court enjoining the president to open up the government when they're in money to pay the bills or rearranging the spending priorities.
While this strategy may hold up in court, it would only be a temporary fix.
Every solution other than agreement just kicks the can down the road.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says the U.S. could hit its debt limit by June 1st. Reporting in Jackson, Richard Lake, 12 News.